I got some weird stuff growing in my garden this year, so I thought it'd be a cool idea to come out here and talk about cross-pollination. Now, a lot of people get worried about cross-pollination. So let's start out with the number one fear in order to clear the air here. A lot of people are worried that if something like a squash crosses into a pumpkin and they cross-pollinate, that you're gonna get some weird fruits that probably don't taste so good on that plant. Cross-pollination does not affect this year's fruit. If you're growing two types of cucumbers next to each other and the bees come through and cross-pollinate those cucumbers, you're still gonna get the original cucumbers on the plants and they're still gonna taste exactly the same. If you like to save seeds from your garden, that's where you're gonna have to start thinking about cross-pollination. For example, check out these bell peppers behind me. These are the Chocolate Beauty bell peppers. I saved these seeds last year. I highly recommend saving seeds from your garden because it's gonna give you something that is used to growing in your exact area. And if you keep saving seeds, you're gonna get tougher and tougher plants. I mean, just look at these guys. I saved the best seeds from the best peppers last year, and these plants are loaded. But we fight our way through all these volunteer tomatoes, and we come over here. Plant looks exactly the same, but we're getting what looks like some sort of mammoth jalapenos. These are actually a cross. I got this red guy in here. Let's pick that one and talk about it. So this is pretty weird right here. These were plants grown from seeds I saved from last year's Chocolate Beauty bell peppers. And as you can see, this is definitely not a bell pepper. It's kind of got a little shape of a bell pepper, but it's mostly like a jalapeno. So that tells me that this Chocolate Beauty bell pepper I saved seeds from cross-pollinated with something else. And I think I know the culprit because I had giant jalapenos growing pretty close to it. So I'm guessing this is a cross between the giant jalapenos and the Chocolate Beauty bell pepper. And they start out green and they turn red like this. This one's a little squishy, so I don't know how it's gonna be, but I'm gonna give it a shot and see what it tastes like. The jalapenos were a little spicy, so let's see how this is. It's not what I ordered, but I'll take it. So there's a perfect example of a cross-pollination issue. Wanted to save seeds, get some bell peppers, got these weird jalapeno sweet pepper hybrid things instead. The good news is all these unintentional hybrids are edible, so there's that. Let's go take a look at another example. So last year I grew some Atlantic giant pumpkins, and we had some pretty big pumpkins. So I saved the seeds, grew out the plants, finally got a fruit set. What is this? That does not look like the pumpkins when they were starting out with these Atlantic giants. So I know the pumpkins start out kind of yellowish like this and like a cylinder and start to fill out later, but this one is starting to fill out, but it's kind of getting a little bit longer. So I fear that this is not going to grow into a giant pumpkin. But I do recall last year, right next to the giant pumpkins, we had a lot of butternut squash. Look at all the ridges on this guy, the color. I'm thinking this is probably crossed with a butternut squash. So if you're wondering what a cross between an Atlantic giant and a butternut squash looks like, there it is. But we'll see what happens with some more rain. Maybe I'll get surprised and they'll grow into giant pumpkins, but I'm not going to hold my breath. If you grow different types of radishes together, they absolutely cross-pollinate. Mine self-sow all over the place. Many of you know I use them as a living mulch, and I get all sorts of weird radishes that pop up. Now here's one you got to watch out for if you're going to save seeds. So let's say I was going to save some carrot seeds from my carrots right here. Well, if I come over this way, look what we got growing here. This is Queen Anne's lace. Queen Anne's lace can cross-pollinate with those carrots, and the bees will help that happen. And if I save seeds, I'm probably going to get some kind of hybrid of Queen Anne's lace and the carrots I grew. Then you get intentional hybrids, like the tomatoes I created by cross-pollinating. But the good news is, if you want to save tomato seeds, they are extremely self-fertile and they rarely cross-pollinate. So pretty quick video. I just wanted to address the question of what happens if my plants cross-pollinate with a different variety. The answer is nothing, unless you save seeds. If you save seeds, you're probably going to wind up with some kind of weird hybrid, and that's okay. They're still edible, and you might come across something really cool. Thanks for watching.